They couldn't follow the games.
Hmm?
The viewers couldn't follow the games.
Okay.
Okay.
Welcome back, and we have started with the live round one for the seniors, and this is a game between Pashop and Peter. Sounds like a fairy tale.
Pie shop.
Pashop and Peter. Okay, so let's say you are judging who's better here. What do you start by checking?
Depends if you're gonna judge me when I tell you. You might as well.
I'm not the judge.
Okay, I would say I would think white is a better hand. Has the upper hand in the game. Because he has more pawns and a queen. And yeah. And his king.
So
seems to be hidden
you say white is better because he's got more pawns.
and the queen as compared to
Black has got a queen also.
yeah, but she has 5 points. She has 5 pawns, and the white king seems to be hidden far away from him. I told you, I like to keep the king.
Okay, so in this, the first thing which I was just looking for is that evaluation takes. It's very simple. It's not complicated. Well, it gets complex the more you play, of course. But the first part is easy, which is that you just count material.
You count material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
which is the easiest, and most kids that's what they do. That's the first part.
And
But what I'm saying is, it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing that you can do that. You can count.
but
No, there's no. But I'm just saying, it's a good thing. It's one which is simple. If chess was not complex, that would be all you needed to do was to evaluate.
the number of material.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And that's why I was saying, remember when we were having classes with the grade 8s, and I was saying, first and foremost, everyone gets taught how to evaluate on material. Now, it's the easiest one.
Before you even look at space.
Before you look at space,
And
before you look
time.
at initiative, and before you look at development, these are the easiest ones, yeah. So it's a good starting point. And in this position, you actually don't need to go beyond that at first.
But on closer inspection.
Yeah. Well, to then fully exploit it, then you go, okay, initiative just refers to how mobile your pieces are and how much you are attacking. So in this position, you can see that actually white is a little bit more mobile than the black queen even. The queens they've got different
Mobility.
different. Yeah. So once you establish you've got better initiative, then you look at space. Space just refers to the structure and the territorial control. And again, white is got better. So that's how you judge who's better. You see, like this could be just be clamped down like this, because if black gets here, it might have a perpetual check,
Yeah.
right? So this could be stopped by that. That's where mobility really works for you. So space development, how developed are your pieces? So in the opening, it's about how many of your pieces came out. But as you go later on in the game, it becomes more about
How you develop the game and
how
creative
active
space,
are your
yeah.
pieces. Yeah. So here you would say also the idea that you improve your worst placed pieces.
your worst placed pieces,
Your worst placed pieces.
for example,
So if you've got 5 pieces and one is like
stuck.
Yeah, no, to improve that position, you start with the worst placed, and you get it to, and then you go to the next worst placed.
And then you move it.
Yeah, keep doing that. It's like the example we normally use with kids is, let's say you've got a family of 5, and you've got the 3 kids producing at different levels, right? So if you want to improve that family, you kind of have to take the one who's producing the least, get him to produce the maximum he can produce, so that it doesn't become a liability for everyone. I don't know why you looked at me funny, because I don't know if you're the least producing one in the family. I'm giving you hints here. But it's an interesting approach, not to raising kids, but playing chess.
You could also apply that.
Okay, so here, this check will force queen exchange. And that's what you need, because if you're a pawn up, this is the other side of it. If you're an exchange up, right? If you exchange all the pieces, it means the pawn should be enough to win the game. This is the simplest. Queen check, a stronger player would play quickly this move because it forces queen exchange. Well, the reason why I say it forces, if you come here, it takes here. If you move away from the pawn, it's gonna take this pawn.
The queen will take away the pawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
A much more suspect move would be to take here, because now black creates a pass pawn. Maybe white is still winning in that, but you're giving your opponent unnecessary chances, which he doesn't need to have. Okay, spoke too soon.
You spoke too soon?
Yeah.
Is that what you're supposed to do?
No, black just messes up. He's forcing exchange of queens in a position which is clearly won.
Yeah.
So this is lack of understanding of technical positions. Because here he's forcing an exchange. White doesn't have a choice because of the pin.
Ooh.
No, but this is good for white. It's black playing into white's hands.
I just don't believe in losing the queen.
It's not losing, it's an exchanging.
Sacrifice?
It's not a sacrifice. You remember Cat Williams saying sacrifice? Yeah, it's not a sacrifice. It's after this exchange, it should be very clear that.
Who's playing? Oh, Paisha.
Yeah.
Sounds like a girly name.
Peter Paisha. Really? Paisha? Nah, I don't.
Okay, look at me.
I don't want
Which
to.
men do you know?
Maybe the guy's into pastries?
Move.
I'm not sure why white is thinking here, because this is.
Doesn't have time though. It takes too long to make a decision.
Yeah, this is not a position we should be thinking like this.
If he moves any other piece, then that means that no, actually, if he moves c3, queen is going to take queen, and then the pawn will take the queen. Sacrifice. Okay. So, sacrifice.
Is it like a new word?
Sacrificial lamb is there in the Bible.
Maybe it's a new word for you. Remember when we learned a new word, we would try to speak it before. It was a game that the headmaster had, that we should try to use the new words we learned just before we leave school. Like the words you'd hear at the gates and the way they were being used.
Oh my God.
I'm going to perambulate home. Yeah, I'm not sure why he's taking long. Let's check other boards. He's the only player left. I guess this is the last game. of this particular age group.
Okay. For board
Let's
one.
check what's happening in the under 18s.
For all boards or just for board one?
Just for board one. And
Under what? This one? Under which?
what did they? How do they say it in scree language? If you are like undercover, something like not undercover, but like if you are low key is the word low key. Low key crazy.
If you what?
Like like someone who sort of like something but not publicly. Like
Okay. Also, he low key likes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you said lucky.
none. Okay, so this ending is favoring black, just because this knight, I don't know what the point was behind this, because now he takes these pawns. His king is good enough to deal with these pawns, and his rook is active enough to deal with this, with the king. Yeah. These are technical positions. Again, they require a little bit more sort of finesse to. We are going to be joined quite soon by Karen from Pumalanga. She's also a Curro parent. And she's going to share some pains of managing and raising a teenager, playing and stuff.
Frustration?
I wouldn't go that far. Okay, so under 20 boards, what's happening? Let's see what's happening in board 2. They're already waiting for board 3. The high schools might finish earlier than the primaries, just because they seem to be more, just a little bit faster.